Hey guys, it's Jesse with Bonafide Fine Homes and Estates, and today we're not doing anything about real estate. We're actually here with a good friend of ours, Jyoti Anand, and she is running for Oyster Bay Town Council. Hey Jyoti,
hey, nice
how
to
are
see
you?
Again.
What a beautiful day today.
It is, and I have to start before talking anything about elections. I want to say that you guys are such good friends. I've known you guys for such a short time, but we're more than friends, we're family, and I appreciate that, and I enjoy meeting you guys every time.
Oh, I agree. Thank you so much. So I wanted to ask you, first of all, what inspired you to run for town council?
So I moved to Syosset almost 20 years back, and when I moved, my kids were small, and we went to the park. We came from a one-bedroom apartment, bought a house, and my kids ran across the street to the park, which had cars swishing by. I don't know if you know Syosset well. But where I live, there's Hillside Lane, which is almost like a horseshoe.
Right.
And the park was across, and my sons, along with their friends, would run. And the cars, unknowingly, because they didn't know what's happening on the other side of the road, would come. So I didn't know what to do. I kept calling Judy Jacobs' office. I looked up and it said Judy Jacobs, something came up. And I called, every time I called, they would say, what do you want? Leave a message. I said, no, I want to speak to her. I must have called 3 or 4 times, and the 4th time when I called, she picked up the phone. She said, you keep calling. What do you want? I said, I want a stop sign on my road. And she said, oh, okay, why? So I explained to her, and then she said, go to the houses, get signature. She, I think, told me get 30, and I think I ended up getting with my son about 100 plus signatures because I really believed in that cause.
For a petition.
A petition and all. And then guess what? We have the stop sign till today. I stop at the stop sign because it's a 4-way stop sign. The 3-way because the other side is the house, and I stop, and every time I stop I say, Judy Jacobs, thank you.
That's amazing.
But that's what got me into it. I figured, you know what, if I could make a difference in the town I live, I know politics as a whole or the country and we all vote, but it's the town I live, and I want to make a difference in the town. So over the years, over the last 20 years, I have worked and gotten streets cleaned, I have gotten stop signs, I've petitioned for lights across temples. Okay. So there's a whole lot of slew of things that I've done, and I believe in these causes. I live here.
We need so much in the town. So, I mean, that's a great story, and it shows, number one, your persistence, and number two, you know, that there are things that need to get done in the community, and, you know, you were able to get it done. Now that leads me to the next question. There may be a lot of people out there that don't know exactly what a town council does.
Yes.
What would you be doing as a town council?
So there are 6 council seats in a town, and actually, just to give you a background, the town council is for the Oyster Bay. It's all the towns, all the way from North Greenwell, all the way down to Massapequa. Whereas when in assembly people, they have like 2 or 3 towns, assembly streets, districted wise. But town council is for the entire town of Oyster Bay.
So you're covering a huge area.
I'm covering a huge area, and there are 6 seats. 3 of them are up for election this year. And what town council members do is they, all 6, along with the town supervisor, have to vote for something to pass. If there's one less,
and that'll be for zoning.
For zoning, that will be
waste
for
management.
Yes,
potentially.
absolutely. Salaries, for roads. The paving of your roads, like my street, going back to my streets, almost 20 years back when I bought my house, it wasn't paved, but on our first house I didn't know. I've lived there, I've ran my small business there, and it hasn't been paved even once.
Wow.
So where is the tax money of everybody's tax money going? Because that is controlled by the town.
Sure.
Town council.
So that's really incredible, because these are the things that affect us all.
That affects,
on our daily living and on a daily basis.
We live in our towns, and we want our towns, and we want accountability more than anything. I mean, where is the funding going? I mean, taxes. We talk about taxes, right? It's a big thing. But how is it? There's a cap in town of Oyster Bay on taxes, but my taxes have gone up, and so is everybody else's.
Yeah, I have to imagine also with states being squeezed for funds, you know, it trickles down to the local level, and it makes it more difficult
for all of us to sort of. But we still want our towns to look the way we want them to look, right? Manicured lawns, and our sidewalks are fixed. You know, they should not be, and our roads should be paved, and then snow removal should be prompt to, and there's so many issues with other issues in towns that only town council and they have to vote on them. So all 6 have to vote, and it's a very important position. It doesn't sound that important. Even the town clerk doesn't get to vote, even though they're responsible for the numbers, they write them down, but they can't vote.
So these are such important topics for all of us today. How can we support you?
Well, I'm going house to house, asking every Democrat to vote. It's not about voting just for the town council or for the town of Oyster Bay. I mean, you know what's happening in the world right now, what's happening in our country, and we really have to wake up and understand that we don't want an authoritarian rule. We want, it's a democratic country, it's the best country in the world. It truly is the best country, you know, it's not just saying it. Let's keep it the best. Let's not change it in any which way. You know, there are people out here who are working hard, and like I say, I'm working hard. Democrats, please wake up and go out and vote. We just don't vote. I told you before that, you know, there are more Democrats in the town of Oyster Bay than Republicans, and 25 years later, we're still in a Republican rule. Please go out and vote, not just for small issues, big issues, not just for the presidential. These issues matter. And support me. I have a donate. I have a Facebook page. Go out there, and it's JA for Town Council. Go out there on the Facebook. I do post all the time content, and I have relevant content. And I have a QR code, which hopefully people are seeing and adding on their to pay list. The more money I get, the more signs I get. I don't know if you've walked on the streets or driven on the streets and you see the Republican signs everywhere. There's no Democratic sign.
Absolutely.
So yeah, support by voting, by donating, and any which other way, by spreading the word and talking about it.
Absolutely. Well, you heard that. Please give Jyoti your support. We need people like her more than ever.
Vote for Jyoti Anand. Thank you.
That's right. We'll put the link to her Facebook page on our site. We'll also put in where to donate. And please remember, support Jyoti and all the other Democrats that are running.
And behind the camera, remember people, stay inspired. That's always our message.
That's right. Stay inspired.
Stay inspired. I agree.
Take care.
Thank you.